What's good, everybody? It is Tony the Savant back again. Hope everybody's having a good to great day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you pull up to the video. And yeah, man, this just came across my desk. Ryan Garcia, I gotta give him a round of applause, man. He has leaked the infamous footage, as you can see here, of Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis sparring. Now, I might get my boxing facts mixed up because boxing is one of them sports that I've only really been covering, for the channel the last 6 months. Probably a little bit longer than that, since the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight was announced. My very first boxing video was about that fight. But since then, I've been able to keep up with, recent events and recent big fights, all that kind of stuff. And one thing's for sure is that since I've been around and covering boxing, this Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis hype and fight has had a lot of drama surrounding it, particularly on Gervonta Tank Davis' side. But, drama on both sides. Some criticism can be made on both sides. But one thing that had been a central talking point between these two parties was this sparring match. Now, I was also under the impression, and like I say, I might be getting my boxing facts mixed up. Y'all can, if you don't mind assisting me in the comment section. But I believe there was another sparring session between these two, if it wasn't this one, that Bill Haney ended up winning money on, I believe. Winning money from Bernard Hopkins or somebody. I can't recall who it was, but I'm not sure if it was this sparring session, another sparring session, or if I'm just mixing my facts up. But anyway, Ryan Garcia has leaked the infamous footage because yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, him and Devin Haney, had their press conference surrounding their fight that will be going down on April 20th, 2024 this year. And so it was a lot of back and forth, a lot of heated words, as Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia do know each other very well. I believe these two sparred like 6 times in the amateurs, both winning 3 times each. So, a lot of history, enough battle there between both parties to warrant some hype and some drama around this fight. And so, I would say honestly that Devin Haney and Bill Haney won the press conference. Ryan Garcia was a little bit of everywhere. Y'all know I give Ryan Garcia a lot of criticism. I don't hold back because it's over the years I have found that this guy to be a funny character. He's more to me one of those Jake Paul type fighters, a media guy, social media star that just happens to box. But of all those prototypes, we take Ryan Garcia the most serious. And he actually made a boxing move this time. He's drawn some interest to this fight, leaking this footage. And I'm definitely interested to see how the Haneys respond. This footage is really new. Just came across my desk today. And so now we wait on Devin Haney, Bill Haney, their camp. We're waiting on their response. But this is very interesting because Gervonta Tank Davis is definitely getting the better of Devin Haney in this sparring. Now, somebody that's been in the boxing world, trained boxers, all that good stuff. We all know that we don't put too much weight on a sparring match. But again, with so much history and drama surrounding the Devin Haney and Tank Davis fight, And for how long we've been waiting for this fight. This sparring match, this sparring footage is going to get both sides talking. I already know, again, for sure. We about to get a lot of big gums from the Gervonta Tank Davis side of things. And I ain't going to hold you. Watching this sparring footage is justify some of the, ways that Tank has been moving as far as, him sunning Devin Haney and, him talking down on all these dudes like that. Respectfully, I want to say that just watching this sparring footage, I can understand why Gervonta Tank Davis is moving the way he moves a little bit. Not completely, but a little bit, because watching this footage, he's definitely piecing Devin Haney up. He's getting the better of him. But again, like I say, we know in the boxing world, true boxing fans, true boxing savants, and true boxing fight, the fighters themselves, we all know that a sparring match and a real boxing match are two different things. A sparring match is like, catching a NBA player at the YMCA. He's just really just practicing his moves. It's the same kind of energy with a boxer. So how serious both these dudes were, how deep in their bags they were getting, or whatever the case. We all know that once the real fight is booked and all the marbles on the table, all the money, all of the pride, all the respect, when the lights are at their brightest and everybody's watching, that brings out a totally different element, not just in boxing, in all, performances, but more particularly speaking, in sports and definitely in boxing. But when all the marbles on the table, would this particular matchup look like the spar? Or, we also got to think to ourselves, Devin Haney has seen Gervonta Tank Davis. Ideally, he has seen what Gervonta Tank Davis is capable of. In a real actual match, would he be prepared, for what Tank could do? I'm sure Tank gave him a little bit. It looked like Tank was giving him a little bit of that famous power, in this spar as well. So one could say that Devin Haney got a taste of Tank's power. Again, would that prepare him in the real, actual fight? And people got to realize too, man. In this particular spar, and I've seen this a number of times. In a sparring match, one guy would seemingly be getting the best of another guy. You know what I mean? It looked like one dude is beating up the other dude, per se. But then when these dudes fight again, it's almost like the guy that was getting beat up was just really taking notes. It wasn't like he was losing the spar or the particular match. He was taking notes, he was seeing what you're going to hit him with, what your moves is. And so in my head, and just watching how Devin Haney has been able to adapt his style to whoever he's facing. Because he didn't box Lomachenko the same way he boxed Regis. You know what I mean? These are just his recent two fights. He didn't box those two dudes the same way. And that's to his credit. He's what I would classify as a master class boxer. I've seen Devin Haney box inside, outside, mid-range, switch it up, take a hit, counter. So, again, with a sparring match like this, and it looked like it was pretty intense, could we not assume, or could we just throw it out there that maybe perhaps Devin Haney was just taking notes, and on the surface of things, it looks like he was losing. But again, like I say, he was just taking notes, really seeing what Tank could do to him. And like I said in the beginning of this video, if I got my facts mixed up, I believe these two sparred again. And in that particular spar, Devin Haney got the better of Tank Davis. I had to go look back in my files and get the confirmation on that information. But anyway, it's your boy Tony the Savant. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Think about the leak footage. Ryan Garcia has impressed me finally. It's been a long time since I could say that. And it's not even an inside the ring move, you know what I mean? I can appreciate the energy that Ryan Garcia is attempting to bring back to the boxing ring or just to a big boxing match. Because I'm on the record of saying that this particular match, although it's still early in the year, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia could definitely set a bar for fight of the year, you know. We're definitely going to get a better Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney than we did against Tank Davis. That's another take I'm running with. I believe Ryan Garcia is going to be better prepared, if you will. He's going to have to be because, in my opinion, just as far as what you're going to see in the ring, what you potentially could see in the ring, Devin Haney offers a little bit more tricks and a little bit more adaptability than Tank Davis does. And, you know, I'm just going off what we've seen. But I think Ryan, well, like I say, he's going to be a better version of himself in this fight. Definitely just raised the energy a couple notches. And I'm definitely purchasing this fight. Now, y'all know I go on record and shout out to the bootleg gang when I'm protesting fights I don't particularly care for or we didn't call for or I don't want to see, but I'll watch. But this fight has everything I've asked for. And, yeah, like I say, King Ryan respectfully has turned the hype up on this fight up a notch. And, yeah, man, AB wasn't lying. Tank Davis was piecing them up, and AB had to jump in. But it's your boy, Tony the Savant. Y'all know my slogan, y'all the bosses. I'm the guy that loves to work. Let me get back to work. Peace.